Las Vegas, it's Let's Talk News Now with Rick and Ella.
And welcome back to Let's Talk News Now. We were talking just a few moments ago. There's a lot going on in London.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I've got this huge smile on my face, because we have Jim Tabaret.
That's right.
Yay.
Yeah, it's from television.
Yeah.
Like these guys.
Hey, you're very, very recognizable. Like you were in Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I actually remember your character was the wonderful humpbacked.
That's correct. Yeah.
Creepy innkeeper. You did that brilliantly, I have to say. And you've had shows on the BBC and ITV and Channel 5, and you've also been in the States in Californication and Chuck. You've just basically been everywhere, right?
Yeah,
so I'm like really, really excited. So tell us a little bit about what.
Well, I'm sort of like an international comedian, I suppose. But my work brought me here in 2008 when I did a TV show called Last Comic Standing. Have you seen Last
Yes,
Comic?
I have.
So I was a finalist in that and made my way through, and I finished up 4th in the end. And then we went on a giant tour for 6 months. We played every state, and then I basically stayed here. My wife joined me a few months later, and I've now green carded and quite happy. I'm not missing any of the floods back home or the cold. I'm not missing any of it, to be honest.
I understand. That's why I'm here. I also would like to find out, how do you find American audiences different to British audiences?
I think the basic difference with the humour in the States and the British humour, in Britain they like to talk down. They like the negative side of things. It's the opposite here. So you talk up about things, and it's more of a positive vibe, which has a better momentum. It's better for my type of comedy. So they'll just analyse something that they hate. That's what the British do.
I thought comedians did that in general.
I think it's more British.
I see a lot of stand-up. I really do, and I think they focus on what's wrong with the world, but they make it funny.
Okay.
They put a little spin to it, and they make it funny.
It's just more. There's a better energy here. I prefer the energy.
That's what you mean.
Yeah, it's kind of, you act out your jokes here. I mean, I don't want to be rude, but it's almost more slapstick.
Right.
If there's one word, it's almost, it's big, you know, it's emotional, and you talk with your emotions, not just your intellect.
I see.
So we're very deadpan in England, we just talk like that. But if you do that here, no one's interested. You've got to sell a joke, you know.
Yeah, that's
Speaking of which, you were just at the Laugh Factory this past week. How'd the run go there?
A fantastic run, yeah. First time in Vegas, headlining in Vegas. It was great. The Laugh Factory there, they've got a new room. It used to be Rodney Dangerfield's place.
Right.
So it's got a great history to it, and because it has the name The Laugh Factory, it brings in a cool crowd as well. So.
crowd ready to laugh.
Love the Laugh Factory.
Right?
No, it's one of my favorite places.
Yeah.
One of the things that I find interesting, especially in speaking with Ella, was how we would both be speaking English, but then we'd start an argument over the fact that the word she was using, I was offended by, or the other way around. In the context, even though, hey, somebody scored. We've got the Euro going on here.
Yeah, right.
Well, that's why. Okay.
Yes.
So this is a British pub, isn't it?
It is.
Absolutely.
I think if it was a real British pub, people would be vomiting and fighting.
I think it's because England's not playing, so
okay.
that's the reason. Yeah, because it was.
So what was it? So was it? Here's one of the
I know
favorites.
exactly what you mean. Yeah.
The word "the piss."
Yeah.
Okay. She means like what? It can make fun of
Like
somebody.
taking the piss, taking the mick, pissed off, going for a piss, and, like just
or to be drunk, isn't it? It can also be drunk.
Yes, so we say everyone's pissed out their head.
Oh, wow.
But that would I wouldn't use that in a sentence here because I don't think they'd quite understand that.
Right. I was just going to say, I mean, it's so interchangeable. Yeah, we actually got into some disagreements at one time or another because I'm going, what do you mean? And she goes, you're taking the piss out of me. I go, that's a vulgar thing to say.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, also in England, they're just slightly different to that, but they use insults as a form of friendliness, certainly in Britain.
Endearment as well.
So seriously bad words they use as a forms of endearment, which they do not have here.
I've done that here.
You cannot do.
I I don't know. I don't want to talk about what I've been called.
Yeah.
Okay, but so other things about the difference. First off, how do you think the colonies are doing? You know, we're celebrating
very well.
next week. You know, it'll be a little over 200 years, and so you know, how do you think we're doing?
We're still going to take it back off you, but
okay. Well, I appreciate it.
Exactly, in the British invasion. So
a great expression we have in England, I use it in my show, is it's all gone tits up in a ditch. I love that here. It's all gone tits up in a ditch. But use that one if you like.
I'll tell you, this is, and so now of course we're getting ready to celebrate here 4th of July. Will this be your first time here?
4th of July.
4th of July for Independence Day.
Being a stand-up comedian British, they usually put me on and let people throw things at me.
I don't believe that at all.
I always get booked on the 4th of July, and it has a slightly strange feel to it. But yeah, I think people don't look at England in the same way they used to when the founding fathers first came over. I think they look at government more as the old England. You know what I mean? So if you've got a gripe, it's with the government, not with England anymore. So.
Jim, I want to thank you so very, very much for taking the time today. You take a break. We'll get another cup of coffee. We'll be right back.